1628. Okay, good afternoon to one and all. So after long back, after so many days, we are continuing the electrical measurement and instrumentation subject. Okay, so where we have stopped, anyone? Can you let me know? If anyone told means, then we will continue, and even it indicates that how you are interesting this subject, how much you are studying. That one also it will show.
Types of errors, sir.
Types of errors. Next, other persons. So we have completed the types of error, and I think we have started something next topic also. That is, anyone can you tell me? These are the types of errors. Okay, gross errors, systematic errors, and random errors. The systematic errors are already again classified into three types: instrumental, environmental, and observation error. After this one, we have started the characteristics of measuring instruments, that is static characteristics and dynamic characteristics we have started. Okay. Yes, in the last class I was given the examples also and even definitions also we have discussed for this characteristics of measuring instrument. The slide is visible. PPT is visible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So measurement system characteristics can be divided into two categories. Mainly the characteristics are two categorized. We have done this one. The first one is static characteristics and second one is dynamic characteristics. Static means actually here in this one, static means the quantity which should not change with the time. It should be almost constant. That is called static. We are going to call that one. Example, in a machine, motor rotating part, transformer is a static, but motor is a rotating part, like that. Motor is rotating means it is varying, but the Transformer, it is constant part. It is a static device we are going to call. But here characteristics once we are discussing means the measuring quantities which should not vary with time are mostly constant. Those type of characteristics we are going to call as static characteristics. The quantities which will vary with time, that is called dynamic characteristics. Here, the set of criteria defined for the instruments which are used to measure the quantities which are slowly varying with time. Slowly means negligibly, or mostly constant, which will not vary with time. Mostly constant means which will not vary with time only. We can consider that one. That is, do not vary with time is called static characteristics. Is called static characteristics. That is called. Second one, the set of criteria, the dynamic characteristics we are going to consider, the set of criteria defined for the instrument which are change rapidly with time is called dynamic characteristics. That is called change with time. That is called dynamic characteristics. Which will do not change with time. That is called static characteristics. Okay. Some parameters are there which will comes under static and dynamic characteristics. Those parameter definitions we are going to discuss today here now. See, the static characteristics, what we told, do not vary with time, we are going to call. Okay, we have called that. Example, I will tell you people, the house voltage in your house, the voltage is a static characteristic has. Means आपका घर में हो वोल्टेज चेक करो सेम रहते, बाजू के घर में चेक करो सेम रहते. All over the area, residential areas, the voltage is, there is no much difference. 240, 230 volt, that one only, negligibly small. It is constant for all time. But the energy is not constant. एक घर में अभी 5 किलोवाट यूज कर रहे हैं, दूसरा घर में 10 किलोवाट यूज कर रहे हैं, 3 किलोवाट यूज कर रहे हैं, 1 किलोवाट यूज कर रहे हैं, like that. That is the dynamic characteristics it has. Okay, suppose वो भी छोड़ दो आप. The bike has its dynamic characteristics because जैसा आप किलोमीटर बढ़ते हैं ऐसा पेट्रोल डाउन हो जाते हैं ना आपके. पेट्रोल विल बर्न, फुल टैंक पेट्रोल डाल दिया आपने, आप इधर से सोलापुर जाते जाते वो जैसा रनिंग हो जाते गाड़ी टाइम के साथ, उसके साथ तो पेट्रोल भी बर्न हो जाते. दैट हैज डायनेमिक कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स. सपोज पंढरपुर से हमने एक बस बुक किया है, उसमें 50 मेंबर्स है. ओके, 50 मेंबर्स है. ओके, फुल टैंक डीजल डाला है. इधर से सोलापुर जाने तक डीजल डाउन हो जाते, टाइम के साथ वेरी हो रही हो. दैट इज कॉल्ड डायनेमिक कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स. बट बस के अंदर 50 लोग है ना, वो डायरेक्ट सोलापुर को उतरने वाला है. दैट इज कॉल्ड, इट हैज स्टैटिक कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स. इधर पंढरपुर में भी सेम 50 पैसेंजर्स था, उधर भी 50 पैसेंजर्स ही है. That one we are understanding you peoples, which do not vary with time. That is called static characteristics, which will vary with time, rapidly vary with time. That has dynamic characteristics. We are going to tell that one. Next one, accuracy. Accuracy is very important over there. Accurate answer, I want that one. Like that, we are going to tell. The example, while counting the errors, I told that one. I have 500 notes है, 500 रुपीज का मेरे पास 10 notes है. 10 notes है इक्वल टू कितना होते काउंट करने का. वो आदमी के एक आदमी अलग करते, एक आदमी एक करते. 500 into 10 कितना हो गए? 5000 हो गए. Will tell 5000. That is called accurate. We are going to call. आप इसको बोल सकते क्या 499 है बोल के. If this is not 500, this amount is some hundreds का नोट है, some 200 का नोट्स है, some 1 रुपए का कॉइन है. सब काउंट करने के बाद हमको, मैं बोल रहा हूँ 5000 है ना, 5000 रुपीज होते, but some people bolte 4999. Both are series much less error is there. So it is also accuracy. Accuracy is, this is more accurate than this one here. Accuracy is also important here now. Okay, some about suppose one bowl of 1 rupee coin I will give to you people to count that one. So 5,000 rupees, I know that one. I have kept 5,000 rupees. But one people will tell that one 4999. One people will give tell that one 499, 498. One people they will tell that one 5,002 rupees. Which one you are going to consider here now? 4999, 498, 4998, and 5,002. I know that one, that is a 5,000 rupees says that. But which one you are going to consider here? Nobody has told 5,000. But some people they told 4,999. Some people they told 4,998. Some people they told for 5,002 rupees. Yes. Anyone? Is it audible or not? See you.
Sir, audio नहीं आ रहा ठीक से.
Actually, problem is not with internet issue and mobile. The problem with my voice only. Throat infection is that, for that reason. Now, is it audible?
Yes, sir.
So, I will give one bowl of 1 rupee coins. Okay. And that one I will put 5,000 rupees all. Some 5 members I will give to count that one. Okay. One person he will tell that one 4,999. Another person, some people they will tell that one 4,998. And some people they will tell that one 5,002 rupees. Which one you are going to consider here now? Which one is closeness to the 5,000? 5,000 and this one difference is how much here? 0.1. Here the difference is 0.2. Here the difference is 0.2 again. So we have to consider this one. First one we have to consider this one here. Accuracy is the closeness. It is the closeness with which the instrument reading approaches the true value or standard value or measured value. We are going to call that true value or standard value or measured value here. Whatever the standards are there, true value. True value means I told that one in a bowl I have kept 5,000 rupees. But some people they will tell 4,999. Some people they will tell that one 4,998. So which one is closeness? Closest to the true value. True value is nothing but standard. A true exact value is nothing but 5,000. So based on that, which is closeness to the standard value or true value or already measured value being measured. Okay, that one which is that is called accuracy. We are going to call it 5,000. I counted that when I kept. Someone told 5,000. That is 100% accurate. We can tell that one. That is 100% accurate here. So accuracy is the closeness with which the instrument reading approaches the true value, approaches the true value of the quantity to be measured or being measured. Already measured रहने दो, अभी measure करने वाला रहने दो. Thus, accuracy of a measurement means conformity to the truth. Conformity to the truth, we are going to call that one here. Okay, accuracy समझ में आया अभी? Accuracy.
Yes, sir.
Thus, accuracy of a measurement means it is nothing but conformity to the truth. See, you will go to the purchase anything you want to purchase one mobile. You will go to visit to shop. He will tell that one, the 4 GB RAM, 64 GB memory, 48 megapixel camera. He will tell that one. He will offer that 12,000 rupees. You don't know exact price of that one. How much he will tell? He will not do that one. You will search in the online. You can search in the Amazon, Flipkart. Then you will compare with that. Then only will buy, yes or no? Directly will you buy that one? So we have to conformity with truth. The truth, how much rate is there, or how much he is giving, what is the difference, why he is giving that one. Like that, you have to think that one here. So you are going to confirm that one. Confirm about that truth here now. That is called accuracy, we are going to call it here now. So accuracy is determined as the maximum amount by which the result differs from the true value. So we can determine maximum amount, how much amount maximum, which the result differs from the true value. True value से आगे पीछे कौन सा रहते हैं वो value, maximum value we are going to call here. The true value is not indicated by any measurement system. True value indicate नहीं करते measurement system से. कोई भी अभी measurement system है क्या ये true value measurement करने के लिए? No. We have some 5 एम्पियर का एमीटर है हमारे पास. 5 एम्पियर का एमीटर है, 5 एम्पियर रेटिंग. If it is 4.5 current is there here, that is called 4.5 ampere. It is showing here now. We cannot say that one it is a true value or it is a, what is that one? It is standard value and all the things. So there is no measuring instrument to indicate the true value. We have to compare with standard value with the measured quantity over there. That one. So the true value is not indicated by any measurement system due to the loading effects. It may be lags and mechanical problems may be there. In the example, hysteresis, some sound will become, noise will be detected over there. So we are not going to indicate anything here. So it is specified in terms of limits of errors as point accuracy or accuracy as percentage of scale. See here, point accuracy means the screen you observe here. I will make a graph here now. I want the output exactly this one here now. This is the point, I will mark that one. This is the point, I will mark that one. So for this input, I should have to get this output here. I should have to get this output. So it should be like this. This one, exactly for this input, I have to get this output. That is called point accuracy. I have marked one point. Based on that, it should have to give the output here now. Suppose instead of getting exactly to this point, suppose if I got the answer like this here, this is point accuracy we are going to call it. A point ka aj, which is closeness to the true value here. This is also negligibly small, or we can accept that one. Point surrounding this point, which is closeness to the input measured standard value, that one we have to consider here. One point provide karte hai, wo point ka aspas, which one is near to that one we are going to consider. That is called point accuracy. We'll tell that one. Is it clear, point accuracy? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The next one is accuracy as percentage of the scale. Suppose I will tell you people that you should have to get 90% result in the second semester, the second year. 90% is our target. Okay, 90% is our target. So some people, they will get 89%. They will get some 78%. In the form of percentage, we are going to calculate here, which is nearer or closeness to this 90%. We can tell that one, that is the closeness, accuracy as in the percentage scale we are going to call that one here now. So for any questions or answers, whenever I will ask the questions, my expectation is all students you have to give the reply, but only 1-2% you are giving here now. That is accuracy I am measuring in the form of percentage only. No? So that is in the scale of percentage, about 70 to 80% accurate, 100% accurate, 89% accurate, like that. In the scale of percentage, we are going to measure the accuracy here. Now the standard value is suppose 100% is standard value. We have to reach the 100% here. Some people they will get 99%. Some people 99%. The error 100 minus 99, how much it is? 1%. 1% is that is called error. We can call that one here. Error, that is called 1% is error here. Now we are not getting that here now. But this 1% of error is caused by whom? It may be observer who is reading, observing the meter. Another one, variation of the signal to be measured. If the signal may vary over there. Because of these two reasons only, the errors will occur over here now for the measurement of accuracy. So accuracy of the measured signal depends upon the following factors. One is accuracy of a observer, accuracy. Second one is variation of the signal to be measured. The variation of a signal to be measured, we have to tell that one here. Is it clear? Any doubts in the accuracy? Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. So I'll go to the next slide. Next one is accuracy is the static characteristics or linear characteristics. To get the static characteristics, accuracy should be 100%. It should not vary with time. Should have to fix 100% accurate or 99% accurate. It should have to give here. So next one is linearity. Linearity means what? The output should be linearly proportional to the input. Output should be linearly proportional to the input. आपका एक्सपेंडिचर अभी आपका पेरेंट्स है ना, फर्स्ट ईयर का इतना फी भर रहे, सेकंड ईयर का इतना फी भर रहे, थर्ड ईयर का इतना फी भर रहे, फोर्थ ईयर का इतना फी भर रहे. आप फी भरने की रेडी है और उसके हिसाब से आपका रिजल्ट भी अच्छा होना है ना. यस सर नो. So whatever the input they are giving, they are paying the fee for you people. According to that input, your output should be in the form of a result. You should have a good result. So then only we can say that one the output is linearly proportional to the input. We are going to call here. One more example, I will tell that one. You have, suppose your total family, in your family, they are suppose, just imagine that one, 10,000 rupees earning is there. 10,000 rupees earning is there here now. But the expenditure is also 10,000. Expenditure is also 10,000. That is then linearly proportional to the output input. We can call that one here. The input is, income is 10,000. The output is also 10,000. Both are matched over there. Yes, match हो गए ना? कितना प्रॉप इनकम आ रहा है उतना एक्सपेंडिचर है. दैट इज कॉल्ड लीनियरिटी. बट आउटपुट कम है, आपका इनकम कम है, बट एक्सपेंडिचर ज्यादा हो गई तो इट इज नॉन लीनियर. वी कैन टेल दैट वन. इनपुट इज, आपका इनकम है 10,000 बट आपका खर्चा है 15,000 रुपए. इज इट लीनियर? Your income is 10K, but your expenditure is 15K. The excess amount 5K is not linear here now. So that is not input. I have given two examples. One is result. Your parents are paying the fee. That according to that, you are getting a good result here now. I will draw the graph and I will explain just a minute here. See here, this one I will take as y-axis, x-axis here now. So this one is, I will consider as output here. This one I will consider as x-axis. I will consider as input. X-axis I will consider as input here. So suppose here output is there. Okay. For some input, I will get the output here. I'll get the output here. Next, the output I will get this for this input. For this input, I will get the output that is called here. I will mark. Next, I will mark here. Next, I will mark here. No. Next, I will mark here. No. Join the points here. No. 0 to either guy. Either say all points are meeting at a point here. So जैसा output increase हो रहा है, ऐसा input भी increase हो रहा है. Yes. Can say this one as output is linearly proportional to input. Variation हो रहा है क्या नहीं?
Yes, sir. All right.
Here, I will remove all the things. Just a minute. Once again, I will try. Okay. Either input be 0 है, output be 0 है. Okay. Suppose I will increase the input, then output will also increase. Next, input increase किया तो output भी increase होता है. Input output किया तो output increase. So जैसा input increase हो जाएगा, जैसा ऐसा output increase here now. So output is linearly proportional to the input. Suppose instead of this center straight line, if I have considered like this here now, is it linear? Linearly proportional to output is linearly proportional to input. इधर input increase हो रहा है, but there is no output. Output है क्या इधर तक? कुछ नहीं, output is almost negligibly small or 0. Here, suppose there is no input at all, the output we are getting here. No, इधर output है. The small input is there, but bigger output is there. You know, this is not linear. This is not a linear. This linear is nothing but the output should be directly proportional to the linearly proportional to the input here. So one of the best characteristics of an instrument or a measurement system is considered to be linearity. That is, the output is linearly proportional to the input. Most of the systems require linear behaviors as it is desirable. आप एक इंस्ट्रूमेंट यूज कर रहे हो, उसको इनपुट दे रहे, बट देर इज नो इंडिकेशन ओवर देयर, आउटपुट ही नहीं आ रहा है आपको, देन इट इज लीनियर बोलते हैं क्या उसको? जैसा इनपुट देते हैं ऐसा आउटपुट आना चाहिए ना? यस सर नो? जैसे इनपुट डालते हैं ऐसा आउटपुट आना चाहिए कि नहीं चाहिए?
आना चाहिए सर.
सपोज आप अभी 100 रुपए का पेट्रोल डाला है, आप 2 किलोमीटर में काली हो गई तो लीनियर है क्या? आप 100 रुपए का डाला है 1 लीटर पेट्रोल.
सर ऑडियो ब्रेक हो रहा है सर.
ऑडियो ब्रेक हो रहा है क्या? जस्ट मिनट, कॉलेज का नेट आया क्या देखता हूँ. कॉलेज का इंटरनेट का भी प्रॉब्लम है आज, ऊपर से लाइन कट हो गई. Is it audible now?
Yes sir.
No option actually, because college internet is main cable damage is there, so it will take another 1 hour 2 hour time to repair that one. So that is linearity we are going to call one of the best characteristic of an instrument. It is nothing but what we have to do, the input should linearly proportional to the output, that is called linearity we are going to call that. Is it clear? The topic is very simple. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The next one, I will tell that one. See, speed of response. So this is the very simple topic, speed of response. Whenever I'll ask a question, immediately you are replying, immediately will give the reply. That is called, that is speed of response. High is there. Means immediate reply. Quickness of an instrument. जैसा इनपुट हमने देते हैं ऐसा ही immediate it should have to give the output over there. Immediately it should have to give. Quickness of an instrument to read the measurement variable is called the speed of response. जैसा इनपुट देते ऐसा ही आउटपुट आना चाहिए. That is called quickness of an instrument to read. अभी सप्लाई देने के बाद 1 hour 2 hour के बाद आउटपुट है तो क्या फायदा है उसका? कुछ फायदा है क्या? आपका गाड़ी में पेट्रोल नहीं है, खाली हो गए, उसके लिए आप 1 लीटर पेट्रोल डाल दिए, फिर भी वो चालू नहीं हो रहे, उसका क्विकनेस है क्या? स्पीड ऑफ रेस्पॉन्स है क्या उसका? 1-1.5 घंटा टाइम लिए चालू होने के लिए. That is, there is no speed of response. Like that, in a electrical instruments, the speed of response should be good. We have to consider that one. The speed of response is defined as the rapidity with which instrument or measurement system responds to changes in measured quantities, or the quickness of an instrument to read the measuring value or variable, measurement variable is called speed of response here. How fast it is going to give the output. For the small input, immediately it should have to give the output. Immediately it should have to give the input. Suppose whenever I will hit the ball to the wall, immediately it should have to come back. Come back आ जाते हैं ना? Ball hit किया तो.
Yes, sir.
Like that. Once I asked the question, immediately we have replied that one. That is called speed of response here. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is the very important factors that is called dead time and dead zone. We are going to call that one. Dead time and dead zone we are going to call here. So what you will do in this period, some particular period will give so much input you will give, but there is no output at all. There is no output at all. That time we are going to call as dead time. हमने कितना भी इनपुट देने दे बट आउटपुट नहीं देते वो इनपुट को. So what period of time, that period of time we'll consider as, just a minute. बोलो सर, क्लास शुरू है. So if we are giving so much input, then also there is no output at all. There is no output at all. हमने इतना क्लास ले रहे हैं आपका, इतना वीडियोस अपलोड कर रहे हैं, आपको क्लास मिस हो गई तो भी वीडियो देखने जैसा अरेंजमेंट की है. ओके, इतना इनपुट दे रहे हैं आपको, फिर भी आप रिजल्ट में फेल हो गए तो उसको क्या बोल सकते हैं हम? ऑल सब्जेक्ट फेल हो गए तो उसको नेक्स्ट आगे ईयर डाउन हो जाते हैं ना, यस और नो? Is it audible? Anybody, can you reply please?
Yes, sir. Audible.
अभी इतना क्लास ले रहे, आपको टेस्ट ले रहे, एग्जाम ले रहे, इतना प्रैक्टिस करवा रहे, फिर भी आप रिजल्ट में फेल हो गए तो फेल बोल के आ जाएगा, सपोज ईयर डाउन भी हो सकते, ऐसा नो हो सकते ना आगे। सो दैट इज कॉल्ड, ये पीरियड है ना, ये ईयर डाउन 1 साल का, आप कुछ भी देर इज नो आउटपुट एट ऑल मीन्स दैट इज कॉल्ड डेड टाइम, वी आर गोइंग टू कॉल दैट डेड टाइम। The reason behind that zone is the one zone here now, that is called, in that output there is no output for the so much input, that zone, complete zone or region is called dead zone, we are going to call it. So dead time is defined as the time required by a measurement system to begin to respond to a change in our change in the measurement here. Measurement is nothing but output, we are going to call that. So see here, the diagram is visible, all of you?
Yes, sir.
See, I will use the spotlight now. Here, so 0, 1, 2, 3, here the time is there. Okay, here the measured quantities, the output is there here. This is input, this is output here. For initial condition, there is suppose 21 output is there, you consider that 21 output is there, okay, and 0 input. Here, this one, this is a standard value, measured quantity already. This is measured quantity or true value is there. For the 0, it should be 21. Next for the 1, it should be 42. Next for the 2, it should be 70, like that. It is increasing here now. जैसे input हो जाएगा, input increase हो गया, ऐसा output increase हो रहा है इधर। ये input है, ऐसा जैसे ये जाएगा, ये भी output increase होगा इधर। इधर देखो, इधर 40 है, इधर और input इधर है। हो रहा है क्या नहीं?
Yes, sir.
Input is increasing means the output is also increasing here now. But here from this one, I will consider here, this one, there is no output, but after some time here now, suddenly this time, the output is increasing here now. So इधर इतना input दे रहे हैं हमने 1, 2 up to near to 1.8 तक हमने इधर input दिए, इधर कुछ तो output है, इधर है क्या इधर कुछ? No output at all here now. From this time to this one, here there is no output, but input तो है ना इधर up to here.
Input है sir.
Input is there, but there is no output at all. That is called, the time taken for that period is called dead time. We are going to call it this one. This one इधर से output शुरू हो रहा है इसका. So up to this period, this one from here to here, the time we have given input. Input to diye na. Input is there, but there is no output. That time taken for the no output region, that is called dead time. We are going to call that dead time. Next one is dead zone. We are going to call it. Up to here, there is no output. Actually, comparing with the measured quantity or true value, the output should be here. At this point, it should have to here. So from this point here, the input initial value to the final value, this zone is there. This complete zone is called as dead zone. We are going to call that. This is called dead zone. It is defined as the largest change of input quantity for which there is no output of the instrument. So largest change in the input change हो रहा है, but output नहीं है. किधर तक output नहीं है ना? वो area that area is called as output or dead zone. We are going to call that. The time taken to get the output is called, there is no input output up to certain time here. This one. Here the output came. So इधर से आगे का कंसिडर नहीं कर रहे. Up to this point कितना टाइम लिए ना, वो टाइम है डेड टाइम. but this zone or region we are going to call as dead zone. We are going to call it. Is it clear? So 1 year, 2 year down हो जाएगा, हो गया होगा शायद. So that is 2 year is the dead zone we are going to call. There is no output at all for 2 years, 1 year, 6 months, like that. I can call that 1 year. Is it clear? Dead
Yes,
zone
sir.
and dead time. This is very important question. It may come in your ISC also. Remember that. Next one is repeatability and reproducibility. Repeatability means, suppose I will give one input. Okay, एक रीडिंग लिया मैंने. नेक्स्ट अगेन सेकेंड रिपीट करता हूं मैंने और एक बार ये वो एक्सपेरिमेंट रिपीट करता हूं. Then it should have to repeat that one. Again it should have to give the value. Next again I will remove, again it should have to give that one here. That is called repeatability here. Repeatability is defined as the variation of scale reading and is random in nature here. That is, it may be not exactly, I am not asking, randomly should have to in nature. But reproducibility and repeatability are a measure of closeness with which a given input may be measured over and over again. See here, the word indicates repeatability and reproducibility. Same. Repeatability means repeatedly it should have to give the output. It may be same value or wrong value, plus or minus आगे पीछे हो सकते. That is called repeatability बोलते हैं. But reproducibility means it should have to कितना बार भी हम 10 बार लेने दो, एक इनपुट दिया तो सेम आउटपुट चाहिए. That is called reproducibility we are going to call here. Suppose example, मैंने अभी एक लाइन क्लिक किया इधर. ओके, एक लाइन क्लिक किया मैंने. अगेन वन मोर लाइन मैंने ट्राई करता हूँ इधर, दूसरा कलर कर लेता हूँ. इसके ऊपर ही वन मोर लाइन क्लिक करता हूँ. देखो इधर चेंज हो गए. This is called, I am drawing something, but it is called repeatability. We are going to call that one here, repeatability. It is giving plus or minus over there. But reproducibility means एक लाइन है तो whatever the input जितना है पहला उतना ही same output चाहिए हमको. There is no difference between the input and output over there. That is called reproducibility. The repeatability means the plus or minus variation will be okay, but it should have to repeatedly, it should have to operate. The instrument should have to operate. So reproducibility, it is the degree of closeness with which a given value may be repeatedly measured. It may be specified in terms of units for a given period of time. So this is center line. It is called reproducibility. This is nothing but this and this. Here exact value is center one, but इसका आगे पीछे प्लस में आ सकते हैं, माइनस में आ सकते हैं. इधर दिखा है ना, प्लस और माइनस. This one, that is called repeatability. Here we are going to call that one. Example, मैंने एक example देता हूँ. आप 12वीं पास हो गए सब लोग? सब लोग 12वीं पास हो गए है ना? 12th standard HSC. I am asking the question to you people only. So वो भी छोड़ दो अभी. M1 पास हो गए सब लोग? M1 पास हो गए कि नहीं?
Yes, sir.
M1 पास हो गए. ओके. अभी सपोज 12वीं में मैथमेटिक्स सब्जेक्ट को आप कम मार्क्स हो गए और आपका इंजीनियरिंग रैंकिंग नहीं आया ऐसा बोल के और एक बार एग्जाम दे सकते हैं आप 12वीं का. मीन्स इंजीनियरिंग एडमिशन नहीं किए किधर भी, मीन्स दे सकते थे क्या नहीं दे सकते थे? रिपीट ले सकते थे ना आप? रिपीट ले सकते थे ना?
यस सर.
सो वो रिपीट लिया तो अभी सपोज आपका 80% है अभी 12वीं में और रिपीट लिए तो आपको नेक्स्ट सेमेस्टर नेक्स्ट एग्जाम में भी 80% ही आते क्या आपको? एग्जैक्ट कुछ भी वेरिएशन हो सकते, प्लस और माइनस 79 आ सकते, 81 आ सकते है ना? That is called repeatability we are going to call. सपोज इस बार भी आपका 80% है, नेक्स्ट आप एग्जाम लेने के बाद भी 80% आए ना, दैट इज कॉल्ड रिप्रोड्यूसिबिलिटी. आई एम जस्ट गिविंग द एग्जांपल, बट इंस्ट्रूमेंट का बोल रहा हूँ मैंने, इंस्ट्रूमेंट का. अभी आप इधर से सोलापुर जा रहे हैं, इधर से सोलापुर जाने के टाइम एक गाड़ी है आपके पास, सपोज होंडा गाड़ी है, शाइन होंडा गाड़ी, होंडा शाइन गाड़ी है. सोचो इधर से सोलापुर जाने के लिए आपको 120 रुपीज पेट्रोल जा रहा है. अब नेक्स्ट टाइम सोलापुर टू पंढरपुर आने के टाइम भी 120 रुपीज का ही पेट्रोल जाना है ना, वापस रिटर्न आने के टाइम. That is called reproducibility we are going to call here. Now, if emitter we have taken, we have connected to one circuit for 5 ampere. Again, we'll shut down that one. Again, repeatedly we are going to connect the giving the input, measuring the output here. It may be plus or minus, means that is called repeatability. Same answer for the same input, it is continuously, it is producing for different readings. Then that is called, it should have to reproducibility capacity. We are going to call that one. हमको 5 इधर इनपुट बोल रहा हूँ मैंने, 5 को 10 एम्पियर को 10 वोल्ट्स आना चाहिए, ऐसा 10 वोल्ट से आना चाहिए. कुछ भी चेंज हो गया ना, दैट इज कॉल्ड रिपीटेडली इट शुड हैव टू ऑपरेट एंड इट शुड हैव टू reproduce the same reading here. Now both the characteristics are static characteristics, we are going to call that one here. These are very important here. Now our instrument, it should be repeatedly, it should have to operate. It should have to reproducibility capacity for this input, particular this one only, it should have to operate that one. Is it clear? Any doubts? कुछ डाउट है किसी को?
नहीं सर.
No, sir.
No doubts? Okay. What you will do? Again, I have the next class for you people only. Okay, I will stop here only. You take 10 minutes break. Even my throat infection is also there. I cannot handle continuously. Up to 4:30, I have to handle the class. Up to 3 for you papers. Next 3 to 4:30, I have to handle for A division class. So we'll take 10 minutes break. Sharp at 2 p.m. we'll start once again. Same link. Same link को वापस 3 o'clock join करो. कर सकते हैं ना?
Yes sir.
Okay. We'll continue in the next. I'll stop here only and I will end the meeting. You can leave the meeting and once again you join that one. Take 10 minutes break and you can come back at sharp 2 p.m. you join the meeting.